yesterday, November 29th, there was very little speculation about this, but today on Tuesday, November 30th, there's been speculation all across the French press and the Maritime and East Coast press in Canada, and it comes from the source. Now, this is not a joke podcast, this is real. According to a story on the CBC, Habs legend Patrick Roy wants to be the team's new general manager. Now, in the report, he says a message to his former club is this: why not him? In a quote, he said on Tuesday, since 1993, the team has been running in circles. Roy said on Tuesday, referring to the last time he won the Cup, where he was, again, the top goalie in the world when he won it. What do we have to lose by giving me a chance and seeing what I can do with his club? The Canadian search for a new general manager is on. After 9.5 years with the team, Marc Bergevin was let go this past Sunday. His assistant GM, Trevor Timmins, and Paul Wilson, who served as the team's senior vice president of public affairs and communications, were also fired. The team has hired Jeff Gorton to be the team's new vice president of hockey operations, a role Bergevin also held during his time with the squad. Gorton will be in charge of conducting the search for a new GM. Now, Roy, who just turned 56, won 4 Stanley Cups as a player, including 2 with the Habs and 2 with the Avalanche. He cemented his status as one of the team's all-time greats during his years there, and was eventually inducted to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2006 to be one of the youngest goalies ever inducted. Roy said he'd love to contribute to his former team's resurgence in a managerial role. I was proud to wear that jersey to win 2 Stanley Cups, play in 3 finals. I have a lot of respect for that organization and a lot of admiration for what's been done in the history of the Canadiens, said the former goaltender. Of course, given the number of seasons I played with the Canadiens, the success I had with the organization, would I be interested in a general manager position? Clearly. But at the same time, I'm aware that's a process, and there are several good candidates. Now, one major candidate that came up in recent days was former Hab and Flyer, the great Daniel Briere. Now, Roy has also said he met Gorton once, and he seems to think the two would form a good front office tandem. I would be ready to work with Gorton. He seems to be a person that is passionate about hockey. I've always been a guy who loved working in teams, Roy said. Now, Roy is a current GM and head coach for the Quebec City Remparts of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, Guy Lafleur's former team. He worked in the NHL for a while as well, serving as head coach and VP of hockey for the Colorado Avalanche from 2013 to 2016 before stepping down. Now, Roy in the CBC report said he had high praise for the Canadiens' former GM, noting that Bergevin put together a team that's much better than his record indicates. Of course, he helped Montreal all the way to the Stanley Cup final last year, only losing 5 games to Tampa Bay. Now, the Canadiens at this point are off to the worst regular season start in team's history. I think it's 6-16-2 or 6-17-2. Again, unacceptable in Montreal. This is a team who would only lose 10 games in a regular season in the 1970s, so you can imagine why the Palace coup occurred. Now, Roy said, for me, the Canadiens are more of a reset that is needed, not a rebuild, said Roy, adding Bergevin leaves behind a strong core of players. Roy, however, was not complimentary of Timmins, who worked for the team for nearly 20 years and played a major role in the recruitment and drafting process. Marc did great things with the club. He was extremely loyal with the people that surrounded him, so he pays the price, Roy said. It's clear that Trevor Timmins hurt Marc Bergevin, but Marc is someone that's loyal, so he stood behind him. Now, at this point, to put this in perspective, it's very, very fluid. We know that the other candidates are out there. I'm not sure this is counts as tampering by the Habs because it is a Quebec Major Junior Hockey League team, but I guess he provided this information on his own accord, so I think it's okay. But what you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Montreal Canadiens fan, you look at this. Did Bob Gainey come back to Montreal, though he became a GM someplace else? Larry Robinson, Jacques Lemaire, all these key Montreal Canadiens players. Ken Dryden as well in a management position. It's very rare, other than Serge Rivard, Réjean Hull, Mario Tremblay, Jacques Lemaire, and a few others, were in the elite Montreal Canadiens came back as coaches or management. We know that Bob Berry, who played one game in Montreal, was a head coach. That was a disaster. Jacques Lemaire, the way he treated Lafleur, that was a disaster. But like I said, is Patrick Roy going to be... Patrick Roy is a 1990s Montreal Canadian. He's not of the modern era. Will the media give him more rope to hang himself with or whatever? I like to see Patrick Roy being given a chance because we could have won 5 Stanley Cups with Patrick. Okay? And when he was traded for that bucket of pucks because of the Mario situation being benched, you can imagine, maybe he feels he owes it back to the true fans of the Canadiens. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to provide updates as we go along. If you like what we're doing here with our podcast channel updates, let us know with a like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know in the comment section, who do you think the GM from Montreal should be? Should it be Patrick, somebody else, or should the Canadiens get somebody from the minor system to come up, or from like a university or the Q or somebody there? It doesn't look like their current coach is going to last, but that's just my opinion, but we'll see how it goes. Thanks for listening. Bye.